What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a movie that has had everyone talking. The latest installment featuring the most iconic dynamic duo in cinema history. I've been looking forward to this one for months, and let me tell you, it was a roller coaster of emotions. So, grab your popcorn, get comfortable, and let's get into this full spoiler-filled review. If you haven't seen the movie yet, bookmark this video, go watch it, and then come right back because we are going to spoil everything. You've been warned. First off, let's talk about the performances. The chemistry between our two leads has always been the heart and soul of this franchise, and this film takes it to a whole new level. It's not just about witty banter and perfectly timed action sequences anymore. This time, we see a rawness, a vulnerability that we haven't seen before. There's a scene midway through the film, you know the one I'm talking about, in the pouring rain, where years of unspoken tension finally come to a head. The dialogue is sharp, the acting is phenomenal, and it redefines their entire relationship. It felt real, it felt earned, and it was a masterclass in character development. They've grown, they've changed, and the film isn't afraid to show the cracks in their seemingly unbreakable bond. It makes their partnership feel more fragile, and therefore more precious. Now, let's get into the plot. The story kicks off with what seems like a straightforward mission, but it quickly spirals into a complex web of intrigue and personal stakes. The writers did an incredible job of weaving together multiple plot threads without making the narrative feel convoluted. The central mystery is genuinely surprising, and the breadcrumbs are laid out so cleverly that the final reveal feels both shocking and inevitable. I have to give major props to the pacing. The first act sets up the stakes perfectly, building a sense of unease. The second act is a relentless thrill ride, with some of the most inventive action set pieces I've seen in years. And the third act, it's an emotional gut punch that pays off everything the film has been building towards. It doesn't just tie up the story, it forces our heroes to confront the very core of who they are and what they stand for. Let's talk about the villain. A dynamic duo is only as good as the antagonist they face, and this movie's villain is truly one for the ages. They are not just a caricature of evil. They are a fully realized character, with a compelling, almost sympathetic backstory. Their motivations are clear, and in a twisted way, you can almost understand their perspective. This creates a fascinating moral ambiguity. The villain acts as a dark mirror to our heroes, challenging their ideals and forcing them to question their own methods. The philosophical debates between them are just as thrilling as the physical confrontations. It's this intellectual and emotional conflict that elevates the film beyond a simple good versus evil story. The final confrontation isn't just about stopping a doomsday device. It's a battle for the soul of our heroes. Visually, this film is a masterpiece. The cinematography is stunning, with each frame meticulously crafted to enhance the mood and story. The use of color is particularly brilliant. The cool, muted tones of the cityscapes contrast sharply with the warm, vibrant colors used in moments of emotional connection or intense action. It's a visual language that tells a story all on its own. And the action sequences, wow. They are brutal, visceral, and incredibly creative. The choreography is top-notch, moving with a beautiful, violent grace. It's not just mindless spectacle. Every fight, every chase, serves to reveal character and advance the plot. You feel every punch, every impact. There is a long-take sequence in a stairwell that is going to be studied in film schools for years to come. It's breathtaking, edge-of-your-seat filmmaking that reminds you why we love going to the movies. The score and sound design also deserve a huge shout-out. The music is epic, swelling at all the right moments to amplify the emotion, but it also knows when to pull back and let a quiet moment breathe. The main theme for the duo has been reorchestrated with a more melancholic, mature undertone, reflecting their journey. The sound design is immersive and impactful. The thud of a punch, the roar of an engine, the subtle creak of a floorboard, it all works together to pull you completely into this world. It's a technical marvel that serves the story at every turn. In a great theater, the sound alone is an experience. It's not just background noise, it's a key character in the film. Now let's get into some of the deeper themes. This film is about more than just saving the world. It's about legacy, sacrifice, and the question of whether we can ever truly escape our past. Both of our heroes are haunted by their histories, and the film explores how those past traumas inform their present actions. It asks tough questions. What is the cost of being a hero? Can you maintain your humanity when you're constantly faced with the worst of it? The movie doesn't offer easy answers. Instead, it presents these complex ideas and allows the audience to grapple with them. There's a particular subplot involving a side character from a previous film that beautifully illustrates this theme of redemption and the long shadow of past mistakes. It's handled with a surprising amount of nuance and emotional weight. However, the movie isn't perfect. If I had to nitpick, I'd say there's a particular plot point in the second act involving a double cross that felt a little predictable. We've seen similar tropes before, and while it was executed well, it didn't have the same element of surprise as the rest of the narrative. Also, one of the supporting characters felt a bit underutilized. They were introduced with a lot of potential, but their arc felt somewhat rushed, and they were sidelined in the third act. It's a minor complaint in an otherwise brilliantly constructed film, but it's worth mentioning. It felt like a missed opportunity to add another layer to an already rich story. These are small blemishes on an otherwise stunning canvas, but they do hold it back from absolute perfection. But let's end on a high note, the final scene. I won't describe it in explicit detail, but the emotional impact is profound. It's not a bombastic, action-packed finale. Instead, it's quiet, contemplative, and deeply moving. It recontextualizes the entire journey we've been on with these characters, not just in this film, but across the entire series. It's a bold choice, and it's one that I think will be debated by fans for a long time in the best way possible. It's an ending that feels earned, conclusive, and yet leaves the door open for what the future might hold. Not necessarily in a sequel, but in the thematic resonance it leaves with the audience. It respects the characters and the viewers who have invested so much time in their story. It's a bittersweet, perfect conclusion. So, my final verdict? This film is a triumph. It's a smart, emotionally resonant, and visually spectacular blockbuster that elevates the franchise to new heights. It respects its characters, challenges its audience, and delivers on a technical level in every single department. It's a film that proves that action movies can be art. It's not just about the dynamic duo punching their way through problems. It's about what happens after the punches are thrown, what scars are left behind, and what it truly means to be a hero in a complicated world. It's a must-see for fans of the franchise, and honestly, a must-see for anyone who loves great filmmaking. I can't recommend it enough. What did you all think of the movie? What was your favorite scene? Did you agree with my take? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. I'll be down there chatting with you guys. This is definitely a movie worth discussing. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this review, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the films you love. I'll see you in the next one.